Yes. Um, hey guys, Red Bullius Prime here. I'm finally fucking live. Yes. You have no idea how much this means to me. I'm just thrilled to see myself going live and all that kind of stuff. You have no idea how much this means to me from the moment I started doing some YouTube crap. Yes! Finally. You have no idea how this means to me. I'm going live right now. So there's some stuff that I wanted to disclose. First of all, I want to say, uh, let's go from the basics. What I'm going to say. First off, uh, the iCarly reboot. I mean, I haven't seen it. I like it, but I like it a lot. But if I had one complaint, there was no Jeanette McCurdy in that scene or any scene, so we couldn't really tell. So there's no Sam in the films. Get your ass somewhere. I'm sorry. I gotta. This is some kitten my sister got in my apartment room, or just a house that I like to call. I don't know what to do. I'm going live right now. This is such. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed to be seen by other people. I'm not used to going live. The only time I tried to go live was when the whole thing was going nonstop. So I'm streaming right now. I am, however, I am gonna try, now that I got my computer that I'm using right now. Hopefully, I can hook it up to my Xbox, and maybe I can start, and maybe I can start streaming start recording some games because everyone's done that before. It's happened to me before, so I mean, if I can, I would just go and search up Google and all that stuff for some stuff. But at the same time, as a kid, you have to wait until you're 18 in order to buy, or just save up your money for some gift cards. And until you get to $1 billion for that card, you're screwed to 20, and that's where it's getting me right now as I try and buy myself some MCU skins. The MCU skins were kind of okay, but if I had one complaint, there was no MCU skin for Thor, as I just noticed or just realized in general. Also, the Black Widow movie, if you hadn't watched that, make sure you watch that crap. Or you can watch Fast 9. Make sure you watch that too. You don't have to just... I am so thrilled I got this. Yes, I'm streaming. I'm going live. I'm doing this in the bathroom. I don't know what to do. So, one thing I will mention is, if you haven't seen my TikTok page, I got 1,000 likes. Well, just more than enough likes. I just want to go big, so I'm trying to I get myself into that position where I'm trying to do all the stuff as a 15-year-old. School's gonna come back, so I could continue doing this full time after school, But at the same time, I don't want to have to, socialize the whole set of what's coming up. So, like, if you don't believe me, that's fine. But at the same time, like, don't judge me for not coming back, because I will be coming back. So this is like my first live stream that I've done in many months. Excuse me if I burp too much. I had a whole bunch of Oreo cookies, lemon Oreo cookies from the kitchen when I should have been in bed, which I'm gonna go to sleep right now. I thought about this, okay? So don't judge me for what I'm gonna tell you. All the videos, so basically what I'm trying to address is those contents you saw me stole. I am officially going to apologize. Those videos were not supposed to be blocked. I was not supposed to be stealing any of those contents. I just wanted to make like movies of combined videos, add them together, put like the end so they like live happily ever after and whatnot. So, and if you hadn't noticed, by the time you record, if by the time I'm done recording, I'll be officially just eating breakfast, going straight back, and I'll record more live streams because I never done these before. I'm doing it right now, but I could try and do it like in a full set where I myself have to go straight to the morons. Also, this topic is kind of going to get a little crazy. First off, I want to give my condolences to George Floyd, because if you hadn't noticed, if you've seen the news, some stupid ass cop decided to put his knee on George's neck, making him die. What the hell? I'm sorry, I shouldn't be even swearing right now, but I'm kind of pissed off. I know Derek has just been arrested. I get it. It was just the one cop, but that wasn't right to treat a black man like that. And if you didn't see the video where I have to do the voice of Optimus Prime doing the Black Lives Matter, that was fake. I hit the minute, but it was fake. Like, Black Lives Matter. And besides, if I'm recording, if I can impart one piece of wisdom, remember, it is a sin. It is a freaking sin to kill a mockingbird. Like, if you read the article of To Kill a Mockingbird, you'll know some symbolisms. How do I know? Well, I've been in virtual for so long, knowing what racism is in English class, so you'll see why this is real. And yes, I was a little bit of a cray back in virtual, so, but I will be going back in person because, let's say I've been depressed for so freaking long. It's hard for me to enjoy life in school when there is COVID. And if you hadn't noticed, heed my words right quick. If you hadn't noticed, everyone's been depressed about, if you understand how this is feeling, how I'm feeling, not going to school and staying in virtual with my family. Yeah, I know my family, I love my family, but at the same time, I just love school more. I mean, it's a good school. It educates you until you're out of college. Now, if you hadn't noticed, I will be getting myself a job. I just need to work up, better up my attitude, and I'm growing up. I'm being a man, so a man has to like own up, work, make money, like own up to your responsibilities, to that action mode. Like, come on. I mean, okay. Can I ask you something? Have you ever had someone say, have you ever had someone say something stupid about you playing with action figures and video games and being on your computer and phone all day? That's something I've been living with my entire life. Oh, it, oh, you wanna join in? Okay, you can join in. Here, you can. Yeah, okay. That's my kitten right there. Um, Again, if you hadn't noticed, are you leaving? Oh, you wanna? Here, let me help you. Here, let me help you. So if you, this is Oreo, my sister's kitten. I'm gonna let her go now. Go on, run along now, or just do whatever. Anyways, and they just keep on saying, and if you just say like, imagine if you had to go somewhere, if you went someplace, like going, and they'll keep on just making fun of you over and over and over and over again, saying like, you're a dummy, you're stupid, you're a selfish person. Why don't you and everyone in the freaking world is saying like that, you're stupid, you're a selfish person, you're a mean brother, you're a mean sibling, whatever. Why don't you grow the heck up? Me? Okay, I'm gonna get through let me just plow through all this. I have some horrifying regrets of what I've done while school was out. Yes, I did lie about doing some YouTube crap that I'm doing right now. I've lied to my family most of the time. And it's happened, and I've lied to my sister like a whole darn time. And as a man, you gotta like own up to responsibilities, fess up to everything. But when it comes to what I'm doing right now, I'm just like, I can't even fess up about this. I fessed up to my sister. I can't even own up. I asked permission to my other mom that's in Asheville right now. And she said yes, as long as it's not something crazy. And if you didn't see that video where I was threatening to kill Donald Trump and all, I'm still not feeling good after what he did. Hold up. Is it on mute? I gotta make sure it's on mute. Okay, where were we? Yeah, like, and then I had to share that to my other mom in Asheville. She was like, I know you hate Trump, but you don't have to threaten to kill him. That'll get you arrested. I haven't told anyone else about what I just did, but I always wondered what kind of person would kill a former president. But now that I see myself in the mirror like this one, I just think I understand. But there's just nothing inside of Trump. Nothing at all. He's like pathetic, sad, and empty. He's and for Joe Biden, well, he's a good president. Everyone's taxes like are getting raised and not getting low. So that's good. He's making America great again, getting all the COVID vaccines for us. Me, I have to wash my freaking hands for it. I just had to stay inside, stay clean, and wash my hands. Just until the curve flattens. And look at that. The curve is almost flattened up. Because, we had to have a lot of common sense. Because it was bad enough that we had to be stuck with virtual all freaking day long. Like, come on. Okay, where are we? I mean, I had a friend that was going on vacation with me to Virginia. She was the one person that called me her best friend. And look at what I did, and look what happened. Beaten up by old adults. Yes, sure, she did a lot of things that's make her a spoiled little brat, whatever. I won't judge just based on what they do, because it ain't right, because I can't, and God forbid it, I will not tolerate any of that. But my family doesn't tolerate that kind of bad behavior during a vacation. Mama's dealt with her bad behavior. Missy's dealt with it. Addie's dealt with it. Mary's dealt with it. Miss Christine's dealt with it. And me, I literally, I'm glad I didn't have to post that thing, because my phone was about to die, and besides, I didn't want to post that thing on YouTube, because that would get my family members arrested. So I did the right thing. So, and my other mom that's at work now have to deal with the failure of a son like me. I deserve every bit of what's coming to me. I've literally, if you had noticed, I've destroyed everyone around me. And one day, I'm going to destroy my whole family and myself. And above all, I'm going to have to show it to a billion people to thousands of people on the internet. Russia, China, America, England, Israel, India, everywhere in the country. And I'll ruin them too. Now, end of that discussion. Let's go on to the next one. Bullying people. There's no tolerance for bullying here, and I cannot stand none of that bullying. I will not stand for any of that. Because if you didn't know, the video where I saw the little girl wanting the PS5, that was wrong of parents to just give her a Barbie doll when she's like a full teenage doll, when she shouldn't be playing with either of these dolls. She should be going big. YouTube, everything. And that's when Sniper Wolf came and gave her that a PS5. She's probably playing Spider-Man Miles Morales. And as for me, I don't even play that game. I don't even have PS5. Yeah, I watched some of that crap. Now, the help videos where Haley Holbrook visits Skeeter's house just to confront her for something she wrote about. But I had to switch it up for a bit, and just to disclose all that. Was I say you're a darn jerk. You shouldn't be bullying people. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch it. If you haven't seen any of my videos, go watch that. Now, if you hadn't noticed, the Adam versus Zeus, I had to remake all that because it was blocked in a freaking country. I had to remake that over and over and over. And when I finally did it, it was still blocked, but I didn't even care for a little bit. I just partially just wanted to give up making the robot fights scenes that already happened, which was still someone's goddamn content. Transformer music videos. Yes, I did some of those. I'm gonna be digging more. I'm just gonna keep digging deeper and deeper until I go bigger. So I'm like drilling a hole trying to get a video just to get views, just to do what I love the most. I have I only just begun doing something like this cause I don't know. And I don't know. I just don't think I have it in me to just, give up everything I love. Like when you're growing up, if you're growing up, you're real and you're realizing that life has no more happiness for you. You'll just be working, making monies, buying houses, raising kids, or just to impress your family. Now, let me ask you: if you keep working harder, what does that get you? Money, and you get cash that can't buy back what the freaking job takes. Not if you did every last bit of job until you retired. As for me, I can't even get that. I'm getting worked up over me being trained by my grandmother, all that stuff. I'm still having second thoughts about it. Like, let me adjust that right quick. Like, if I'd actually take some time off to like rest and stuff, like, if I just evolve into a grown man, I'd have to sell my action figures. I still keep them in the memory box. Like, I'm not gonna sell them. I'll just keep them in the memory box where they'll be locked up tight, so I won't have to ask anyone to buy me more. Or I could just use them as a collectible. Either way. Actually, no. I'll just keep them in the memory box because it's like a part of my past that I'm gonna be living in right now. The future's gonna be looking real good after when I'm gonna be gone. I just wanna and for now, I haven't said this to like Rose Hall that took Daddy of Five's children. You screwed up big time. You screwed up big time. I literally wanted to say it on my phone, but you screwed up big time. That was just unacceptable. All you wanted was to get them back for money. Look what you did to Mike Martin and Heather Martin, Jake Martin, Ryan Martin, and Alex Martin. Look what you did to those family. You cost someone 5 freaking years, a whole year of a child's life. You affected not just Mike, Heather, Ryan, Jake, and Alex. You affected Cody and Emma by your crazy accusations. And like they said in the video, they're just YouTube edited videos. Bottom line, end of discussion. Bottom line, end of discussion. End of discussion. Now, let's get on to the next talk. This is gonna be like an hour talk we're gonna have, so let's just keep this going. If you hadn't noticed anything, I'm diabetic. Like, if you hadn't noticed, I went to the doctor to get to just for them to take my blood. If you hadn't noticed, I had 2 stuff on my arm. Like, what the heck? Also, my sister got one. I won't even mention her name or face because I'm just concerned about my family's safety because that's all I can think about. I mean, I can't be thinking about myself because how does any kid that that a parent brings into the world think about themselves? I don't even know. Next stop is Transformers 7: Rise of the Beast. If I can remember correctly, they were going to do Rise of Unicron. Michael Bay was going to do Rise of Unicron. Because if you hadn't noticed, if you watched last night, Quintessa was about to kill all life from Earth, but instead just wanted to kill Unicron. But Earth didn't really deserve any horns. So, yeah, that's my stuff. Also, guys, if you hadn't noticed, I am officially aware of the situation. Now, when I watched the Steve Wilkos show, I thought about this. I thought if I could own up to everything without going to the show, I could get myself some help, because helping myself would get the rage out of people. But this really isn't about me to disclose about right now. This is about what I'm about to say. This is about right there. This is about how much people have done to themselves multiple times. Does it hurt you when people are crying, when kids are being abused, when women are being raped? And do you know what rape means? It means when someone says no, they don't want any of the whatever, and they do it anyway. That's rape. And child molestation, right here, that's just disgusting. That's just disgusting. I hit the minute, but that was just disgusting. Children can't protect themselves. Children like us can't protect themselves. Children like me can't protect themselves. And there's nobody to protect them but us as parents. As for the victims of rape, I'm almost determined to come find the people that rape other people, grab a costume, pretend I'm like Batman, and just start killing some rapists. Come on. You don't do that to people. This is the reason life is brutal right now. Because people won't get along together. This is what upsets me the most, is people not getting along together. No wonder people are being racist about black people, and white people being black people being racist about white people. They're just starting wars. It's just like the 1930s all over again, where black children can't be in can't be in the front of the bus. And if you hadn't noticed Rosa Parks, let me tell you, she said no when the officer said to move. They said no. She said no and got herself arrested. That's what got her ended up. Now, Martin Luther King, let me tell you what. He gave up everything just so black and white could get along. If you don't believe me, If you don't believe me, go watch some videos about him. Type in I got a dream and watch the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. If you hadn't noticed, racism is just like, it's just like if we could just resolve this by use of words. So I believe that if we, evolve, if we revolve, that we can make peace and kindness, because we don't and take it from a scarred man from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Take it from him. If we don't want the world to destroy itself, we gotta replace it with an era of peace, love, and kindness. And yes, harmony, where anyone can get along and anyone can do anything they imagine, no matter who comes first. I mean, you guys might have friends all you like, but I don't have friends. I got family. Somebody once said that. Someone once said that. And now I'm saying it. I don't have friends. I got family. No matter where they are, whether it's a quarter mile away or halfway across the world, they'll always be with me. And when she's gone, and when they're gone, and I can't find them anymore, I don't know who will go next. I don't know who will go last, actually. And the sad part is, when she's looking down and at me, it'll remind you, God, when they're gone, they'll always love you. They'll always treat you good. They'll always give you chance after chance. And they'll give you so much hopes. They'll put you first. They'll always put you first, as every human being should. They'll work their butt off for you. If you're homeless, they'll work their butt off for you, so you would be fed. Because they'll have nobody else. And when there was a threat to them, they would be smart and strong and got rid of the threat. But what's going to be their reward at the end of their life helping you? They'll just turn your back on you. And we can't have that. If we want the world not to destroy itself, we got to replace the world of fear and hatred and all that stuff to peace and kindness. Because if you hadn't noticed, I'm not much of a fan of this. I don't know what to do. Either I quit making peace to stop all this hatred towards everyone, including everyone in the country, like Chinese people. That is something else. That's something that I need you to understand. And make sure you're holding your loved ones really tight, because when they're gone, it'll be too late. It'll be too late to stand up for them. Stand by them, help them out with their problems. And if they have health problems, help them out with them. Don't just turn their back, turn around, put knives to their neck, steal from them, and they just did nothing wrong but care for you. That's just stupid. I hate them. I said it. I know I said it before, but okay. Now what you guys don't know is if you guys actually it wasn't the right it wasn't the right way for me to go doing this YouTube stuff. We could actually be something in our own community. Sure, and I know I haven't. I'm like, oh, younger sister, oh, older brother, and I may not have agreed to some of Bria's my sister's choices, but at least I still look onto her on how to react. And I don't want either of you guys to react like this. And let's be real, this isn't going to work. We can't do this. We can't just be destroying each other left and right, back and forth. Oh, now, if you guys hadn't noticed about, oh yeah, our, King Chadwick Boseman has passed, if you guys noticed. Why am I even saying this if you guys noticed already? Yeah, he died of cancer. It still hurts. And now that Jesse's mother has tumor, no other people should suffer this kind of disease. And Jesse is trying to screw everything up. So I got a message for him. Do you know how much rage I got within me right now? Do you really? I sit here right now. Your family is one of the best families I've ever ran across. And this is how you treat your family. I don't think you feel my rage. I don't think you know how I feel right now. You really need to cry. Because I feel like crying. I feel sorry for a family that worked their butt off to provide for you. And what do? You turn around, you steal some, and you keep on doing YouTube videos. You steal from people. You steal from your own mother. You steal some of the money. And they did nothing wrong. The things that they try to do, they put you first, as every good parent should. They worked their butt for you, so you would be fed. They had no one else. And when there was a threat, they were smart and strong and got rid of the threat. And what's their reward at the end of their lifetime? A son who can steal from them, that will lie, cower, not get a job. That's their reward. That's their reward, huh? So disappointing. But out of all the people of this world that don't have something like that inside them, and when they're gone and you can't say you're sorry, I don't know who will come first. Come on, Jesse. You gotta be a man. If you can do it for anyone, just do it for me. Because I might not be a juggy, but I'm not a hater either. So I'm better than that. I'm better than just a hater. I just want to give you some help. Get you some counseling. This is counseling right now, if you didn't notice. I want to help you, young man. I certainly do. Because helping you get the rage out of me that I feel right now. And I'm doing this because I want a family to have their son back that they used to have. The only person in their lifetime that they can count on through difficult times. I want you to be a son that they can count on, Jesse, and help them and help your mother with your health, with her health problems. That's why I'm recording. Before I help you when the next live stream comes, before I help you, I better hear the most heartfelt apology that I ever heard in my lifetime right now to your family, to your dad, to everyone you've lied and manipulated. Here, I'm sorry I even sat on that toilet. But look, this isn't gonna work, Jess. You can't just be doing this. You can't just be hurting your family left and right. Okay, guys, that's gonna... Actually, let's keep on going. I'm gonna have to charge this darn thing. Mom should be at home by now. Alright, guys, that's gonna be the last time. Okay, this is my first time. This is my first time streaming, so hope you guys enjoy that. Leave some likes and some love because I never get any, and make sure you subscribe because so far I got like 21 subscribers so far, and I need some more. So if there's anything you want me to do for that, I just say the words and just leave some comments there, and I'll see you next time. Bye.